50 Years SNL Beyond Saturday Night is a new documentary on Peacock that's 4 episodes long. And I gotta say, I was pretty excited about this because I thought Universal and MSNBC, or not MSNBC, NBC would treat this with a little bit more respect because we're talking about SNL, which is a big feature on Peacock. Like, you can watch 50 years plus of SNL. I don't know exactly if all the episodes are on there because it's kind of a tricky thing with a lot of older TV shows. Certain episodes get removed by these services because cultural sensitivities, You can go on Disney Plus or Hulu or whatever, watch all the Golden Girls, but there's some episodes missing because of some cultural sensitivities that aren't really correct. But I digress on that point. I think that it's kind of iffy with some of this stuff. And so, but it is a good home. If you're a big SNL fan, that's where you watch SNL now. I'm sure if you watch it on cable, it still airs on TV, right? Regular cable television. But, new episodes also appear on Peacock. So I was curious what this documentary would be like. It was okay. I think there are so many great books and interesting stories about what happened on SNL and different things. And this documentary taps into some of that. You do see some really fun people talking here. Though, not the ones that you expect. Like, they they really didn't get Adam Sandler, Christian Wiig, Will Ferrell, I guess you can't. I don't know why I said Chris Farley, R.I.P., but, you could have got someone to at least talk more about Chris Farley, like maybe a family member, or like his wife, or somebody at the time, something to kind of talk about some of these things, right? They don't do really a good job talking about the stars, and I know not all the episodes are about that, but I feel like that is a big part of SNL, of why you watch it. Yeah, the writing and costume design and production design, all those things are impressive, and, a lot of times they're interesting to learn about, but really what makes this show is, yes, those things combined with this fact is, the different cast. And so some of the worst seasons of SNL are the ones with the weakest cast. Some of the best seasons of SNL are some of the ones with the strongest cast and ensembles and things like that. So it kind of makes for an awkward SNL documentary where you're not really doing that as a major focus. There's some great people in here. I'm not saying all of it, but I felt like there just needed to be more. And it's kind of weird that Sony, who doesn't even own Saturday Night Live, made their Saturday Night Live movie, and, it felt more accurate and more interesting than this 4-part documentary that's like 3 times the length, because it's 4 episodes that are each like over an hour, and that movie's like an hour 40, I want to say. So it's about 3 times the length, right? So I don't know. I would recommend that movie if you're a Saturday Night Live fan. Very fun movie. Not all of it's completely accurate, but you'd be surprised how much of that stuff is really accurate to what happened on Saturday Night Live. Though they combined some other things or whatever. Some of it happened later in Saturday Night Live, actually, and some of it didn't. I don't know. This is not a review on that. On that documentary, but I do recommend that documentary, or that movie. And there's other great Saturday Night Live books. I think if you're a Saturday Night Live fan and it looks interesting to you, and you have the time to sit and watch all 4 episodes, like I said, they're over an hour long, then do it. But, it's not as good as it probably should have been, unfortunately. I think good documentaries are really interesting because they aren't always the most rewatchable thing, but when they're really good, they stick with you, and they can be really interesting pieces of filmmaking, and I just didn't feel like that was that. The other thing I will say is the documentary really felt overly edited, especially in the intros of some of the episodes. Like, it just felt like there was so much, like, this and that and that. It didn't feel like it sit with enough of these people just telling their stories to make it work. Which is crazy because these are over an hour long episodes and I really didn't sit with these people and let them talk. So I don't know. Very flawed documentary. It's not perfect, but I guess at the end of the day, it did make me want to watch some SNL. And I don't know if I'll do it just because my thought is like, I want to watch all of SNL. Like, do a real go through the whole series because I haven't seen all of it. I've seen a lot of funny sketches and stuff like that. But like, there are literally thousands of episodes. It'd be rough to do that. Anyways, I'm just rambling now, saying things, and I need to kick the can. It's been a stressful evening for reasons. Interesting stuff going on right now. Let me hear your thoughts.